Hello and welcome to this YouTube video. My name is Grace with creationalcodes.com, and today we're talking about how to choose your reality. And if you do not choose your life, somebody will choose for you. If you do not decide what your life is, somebody will decide that for you. So please stick around. It's going to be an amazing, deep conversation. I invite you to hit the subscribe button, to hit the like button. It really helps me out. And we're going to dive right into the video. I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to post it as it is. I desire for people to see me and how I truly am, how I truly act. So yeah, stay tuned. I will have the timestamps below. So if there's a specific point in the video that you're more drawn to, feel free to skip to that moment, but I am going to allow this to be woven in a way where you can receive it in the deepest possible way. So welcome. So if you do not choose, if you do not decide what your life is going to become, what is going to be involved in your life, what you desire to experience, if you do not take the actions, choose that reality for yourself, somebody else will. What does that mean? It means that we as creator beings, we as spiritual beings have the opportunity in every now moment to choose what our life is, to choose how am I going to respond to this? How am I going to feel about this? And of course we have this beautiful somatic body, we have this beautiful emotional experience where we do just, sometimes we react to life, we have emotions, we need to follow the flow of this body and not calcify our emotional state. But at the same time, we have the opportunity in every now moment to become a better, more honest version of ourselves. So if you are stuck in depression or anxiety or limitation and you're like, I really just want to be happy, I really just want to find my partner, I really just want to become this spiritual master, I really just want to become my greatest version of self. That thought exists in your mind because it is a possibility for you. It is a potential reality. It is your truth. So that's the first thing we have to acknowledge, is that this is a truth. This isn't a falsity. This isn't you making anything up. You have to choose to exist in that reality. You have to choose to embody that person. And this is where manifestation gets kind of wonky and weird, because people are manifesting things, saying affirmations, all of this stuff without doing the deeper inner work. So manifestation affirmations are very powerful because you are inviting something into your space. You are calling it in. You are saying, this is who I am. And then you have to do the deep work, because all of the limitations, all of the falsifications of your identity, your persona, your belief systems, your trajectory, your projections on other people, all of those things have to be cleared out. All of those falsifications need to be released so that you can make space for this new person, this new becoming that you're calling in. So when we choose, we are saying, okay, this experience is coming up, somebody's triggering me. Okay, this experience is coming up, I feel abandoned. Okay, this experience is coming up, I feel unworthy. How am I now going to respond, knowing that that's my experience? Maybe I'm going to choose to have more self-love. Maybe I'm going to be more patient. Maybe I'm going to pause before I respond. So we have the opportunity to choose, to decide. If you just let life happen to you, it will happen to you however it happens. And Joe Dispenza has been talking about this. He has done studies with people where he asks them to create their lives actively every single day. And any moment that you do not create, and what do I mean by create? I mean, you go for a car ride and you claim in your body, you claim in your emotional field, you claim in your energetic aura, your field, that I'm going to have a peaceful drive to this place. And if you don't do that, what happens? You're at the whim of the people around you, their desired experience, which might be coming from a subconscious place of, I desire to be fulfilled in having this negative experience. Maybe they're experiencing anger. You're going to be pulled into that energy. It's the same for your family, for your friends. We have the opportunity to always choose, what do I want to experience? I want to experience a peaceful car ride. I want to experience a peaceful morning. I claim and choose to experience my next version of self. And then this density will come up and you have the opportunity with the reins in your hand. How am I going to respond? Okay, so this is really empowering and impactful because so many people feel like their life is not in their own hands. They feel like their reality is at the whim of somebody else, at the whim of their circumstances, at the whim of their past experiences, their traumatizations. And that's not true, because that puts you in the victimizer consciousness, that puts you in a lower state of I have no creationality. I'm not co-creating with God. And there is this limiting belief in the spiritual community that we are limp noodles, just letting life happen to us. You know, we receive whatever comes our way, we appease, we let life walk all over us. Maybe we're quiet and we don't do anything about it, we don't take action. And that's something that we can now let go of, because it doesn't serve us anymore. It's not the truth of our greatest embodiment. We no longer need to live in the falsification of, I'm going to be trampled, I'm going to suffer, and through my suffering, I'm going to find God. Yes, that is a possibility, because, you know, our darkest moments is when we find and are broken open into this true version of self. And I'm not going to deny that. Of course, it's true. You know, these dark moments are what allow us to shine brighter. But also, we have the opportunity to become these amazing versions of self, to become these epic, divine versions of self. Anything that you desire is possible if you're in an organic, you know, maneuverable state. I always declare myself as a servant of God, as a servant of Source. I desire things, but I also know that it's God's prophecy moving through me. It's God's will moving through me. It's not my desire. And that fulfills me deeply. And you might be able to relate, where you have these desires, but you don't want them to come from ego. You want them to come from God. God moving you, God providing for you this experience, this desire. So we can choose our greatest timeline. I want to become a teacher. I want to become a retreat host. I want to make millions of dollars and open up schools. I want to help the country. I want to be a public speaker. Whatever it is that you desire, your wildest dreams are possible, but you have to choose. You have to decide that that is your reality. And then you have to do the work that is involved within breaking down the narratives, breaking down the belief systems, breaking down the falsities of, I'm a limp noodle. I can't do anything. I'm in victimizer consciousness. I'm stuck. I'm stagnant. I can't get there. It's not for me. I'm not ready. I'm not good enough. I'm not fulfilling my mission. God doesn't believe in me. I don't believe in God. All of this stuff, like, this is the mirage of the masterclass of Earth, is that we have the opportunity to heal these wounds, to become whole, to witness them, to witness the darkest, most uncomfortable moments. We have the opportunity to look at them and experience them. And we live in a universe guided by our ability to choose. So the portal is always open. We live in a free will universe. You get to choose what you desire, and you will reach your highest potentiality. Yes, when you work in union with God, when you work in union with the co-creatorship, that which is your mechanical, energetic sovereignty, that you get to co-create, choose your life with God. So it's no longer, you know, the best choice to just let God make your decisions for you and be the person just sitting in the back like, yeah, it's gonna happen because God told me. Like, that is a truth, but you have to choose it too. You have to believe that it's gonna happen. You have to do the work to open up space in your field for it to happen. You know, I know I'm going to be an amazing teacher one day. I know I'm going to help thousands of people, maybe millions of people, but I'm not going to just let God, okay, God, I'm ready for all these people to come to me. No, I have to do the work. I have to become embodied. I have to choose. I have to decide. I have to take action. That's how we get from point A to point B. We choose, we take action. So it's a very like feminine energy to be soft and receiving only, to, live within limpness and a lack of vitality and a lack of action. We need to merge and heal the union of the masculine and feminine to know that we can become whole, and that is our greatest avatar consciousness, is when we choose, when we become aware of what we desire and we take action because we're worthy of it. Because when those polarities are balanced inside of our bodies, we can then feel the strength and vitality and action of the masculine, and also the softness, the receivership, the mystery, the unknown, and the creatorship of the feminine. So maybe we're people pleasers, we love to appease, maybe we seek nothing, and that's okay. All of these things are okay, but you have to notice what is blocking you from becoming your greatest version of self. You now get to choose, you now get to decide, and in every moment the portal is open for you to choose, for you to decide, what do I want? Where is God guiding me? Where am I being asked to, what am I being asked to look at? What am I being guided to acknowledge? Can I do that? Can I really do that? Can I sit with myself and acknowledge it? Can I see myself as whole? It's uncomfortable to see ourselves as whole, to liberate ourselves out of this version that we are so comfortable with, that we've known for so long. We know her limitations. We know what he's scared of. We know what's comfortable. And when we seek liberation, when we seek to choose this greatest version of self, that version of self is going to be left to perish. It's going to be put back to the earth. It's going to be transformed, and we're going to enter an unknown. And that is sometimes scary. Who am I gonna be? What's gonna happen to me? Where am I gonna be? Am I gonna, have the same people in my lives? Am I going to have the same desire? We don't know what's gonna happen, and that's terrifying. So sometimes that keeps us in this lower state of I'm comfortable here. But we have to become aware that what do you truly want? Like, what's truly fulfilling for you? What's truly gonna light you up to have the most amazing experience? And if you have a mission on this planet, on this earth, if you have a desire to serve in some way, you have to at some point let that version go and allow yourself to evolve. Okay? So yeah, we no longer need to do what the monks did. We no longer need to sit in caves for years in order to reach God, to have nothing, to walk on fire, hot coals, to stab our feet with needles in order to feel liberation and connection to God. That is a collapsed architecture. That is something that we are leaving behind, because the true and new way to connect to God is through your action points, through your co-creation with God, through your desire to seek God, through your desire to trust yourself, to embody yourself, to weave within what does heaven on earth feel like for you. Can you become that? Can you stand in that? Can you appear as that and help the world show up in a similar way? We have so much light pouring in now. We have so much abundance pouring in now that there's no worry about like, will we make it? Will we actually get there? What if blah, blah, blah happens and the world explodes and all of this stuff happens? I am not worried at all about the catastrophes of the news and propaganda and all this fear mongering. It doesn't bother me at all. And I sometimes feel the anxiety of it because the collective feels the anxiety of it, and there's war in the world and there's horrible experiences happening for a lot of people, and I feel that in my body. I feel that deeply in my body. But we also have so much light pouring in, so much asking. God is asking us to show up in this greater way, in this higher way now. And we don't need to play the victim anymore. We don't need to play the, but I can't because I'm limited and blocked, and I think I would have to do all this work to really become embodied. That's okay. You can take the time to do that. Are you willing to do that? Because what's going to happen when you do that, you're going to feel fulfilled. God's going to reward you. You are going to be a part of the new becoming on this planet. You are going to be a supporting, and like your soul is going to be lit from the light that you are helping God pour out, the light that you are supporting the world be engulfed in. You know, we don't have to be stuck in the mud, stuck in the fear, stuck in the limitation, stuck in the victimhood, stuck in the I can't, stuck in the it's more comfortable if I do this, stuck in the yeah, but like there's so many dark forces and they're gonna kill me. And like, no. Who are you? Do you know who you are? Do you know what you stand for? Do you know what you're worthy of? Do you know that you have the opportunity to choose, to decide your reality? We have the opportunity to decide our reality now. And that is such a blissful, great experience to learn from, to become better from, to become more activated from, to become more masterful from. We get to choose our experience. We get to embody with God. We get to co-create with God. Spirituality is about co-creating with God. Life is ordained, held, and nourished by our co-creation with God. Nature is co-creating with God. Nature is listening to God. I'm not saying that you should like run around and make it happen and blow up your adrenals and feel exhausted and choose and take action and decide. I do not do that. I'm like so soft in my feminine. I take my time, I take my pace, I choose things slowly, I take tons of days off, but I continuously decide. I'm continuously in the temple, and that is deeply fulfilling to me. That is deeply fulfilling, and I'm allowed and shown and given things and given more responsibility and asked to do the work to receive that, to become better, to heal, to choose. You get to choose your reality. You literally orchestrate and decide your life. How do you experience life? That's all on you. All on you. That's your divine experience. How do you experience life? What are you gonna decide? Lately, I've been practicing joy and pleasure and love and light, and like I shared on my live stream, I've been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it's been so healing for my inner child. Like, I love the show. I think it's so cute. I'm embodying deeper amounts of joy from watching that show. And it just shows me the more joy I feel in my body, the more that is drawn to me. And it was a choice. I have to choose it. Okay, I could be depressed, I could be anxious, I could think about all the things that are wrong, I could think about all the things that I'm lacking on. Or I could be happy and joyous and magnetize even more and know I'm doing my best and know that God is working with me. And what's the better experience? You get to choose. So this whole video is an invitation for you to acknowledge where you're at, what you want, and give you the reins back that you have the opportunity to choose. Literally, it's as simple as that. You get to choose. Every moment is a portal. Every moment you have the opportunity to choose. And you get to choose, and you get to decide, what do you want? What will invigorate you? What will excite you? What will light you up? So again, I hope that this served you. I know it was kind of like wishy-washy, in-depth, and a lot of me giving you advice. So take what serves you. Know that this is just me sharing my mystical, magical experiences of embodiment and activation and choosing. And I hope that you receive something from it. I hope that you feel empowered and fired up and know that you can do anything. You can do anything that you want. You have amazing capabilities if you choose to believe that you are worthy of them, that you are them, that you can do it. I am offering amazing one-on-one mentorship with me where you receive support in advancing your spirituality, support in healing and supporting the body, your somatic systems, making goals and reaching those goals, having quantum leaps. It is a month-long experience. I do 1 month, 2 month, and 3 month experiences. So you can check that out if you're interested in being mentored and supported and handheld, guided to your greatest embodied version of self by me. You can find that at creationalcodes.com. I also have one-off sessions, so check it out. And thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a big like, and please subscribe to the channel if you're interested, and I will see you next time.